Shri Guru children. In last session, we have discussed about different data types and their numbers. And that numbers we have seen integers, floating point numbers, and complex numbers. Now, in this session, we will discuss the other data types in Python. The first one is string. Like many other popular programming languages, strings in Python are array of bytes representing a unique group characters, which means that they can array a sequence of values. However, Python does not have a character data type. It does have a particular single character data type, but it will be represented as a string. Single character is simply a string with a length of 1. Square brackets are used to access the elements of the string. So, how to access the elements? Elements in the sense, each individual character, how we are going to access elements based on the square brackets in this case. How to create a string in Python? Strings can be created by enclosing the characters inside a single quote, or it may be given in a double quotes, or even triple quotes can be used to represent in Python, generally used to represent a multi-line string, or it is used for doc string, for the documentation purpose. Representation of string. Here we have assigned a variable here with a string enclosing in a double quote, that is hello Python. This is how in Python it will be index the string. So indexing can be done, that is to represent every individual character in your string, we need an indexing system to represent it. This indexing can be done either in a backward indexing or in a forward indexing. So here each and every string has its own index, or we call it as subscript. Each individual character will be referenced based on the index or the subscript value provided for the string. In forward indexing, always the first character will start with an index of 0, and the last character, which is nothing but the length of the string, length of the string minus 1. That value is to be given for the last character. So each every index number will be incremented by plus 1. The same way in your backward indexing, the last character in your string will be represented as minus 1, and it proceeds backwards till the first character of your string. So the backward indexing will be in the minus 1 with the incrementing value of minus 1, whereas in a forward indexing, the incrementing value was plus 1. How to access the characters in a string? We can access individual characters using indexing and a range of characters using the slices. That is, each and every individual character can be represented, can be accessed based on the index number, or many characters or a range of characters also can be accessed by the method called as slicing. Index start from 0. Trying to access a character out of index stage will raise an index value. Index must be an integer. We cannot use float or other types. This will result into type errors. How to access the characters in a string? Python allows negative indexing for a sequence. Index of -1 refers to last item, -2 refers to second last item, and so on based on the negative index. can access a range of items in a string by using the slicing operator, which is nothing but boolean. Some examples in your string we'll see now. Now we'll assign a HUB as a variable, and we are going to assign a string for that computer. Now to access each and every individual character within, we need to refer with the index number. So it may be a forward indexing number or it may be a backward indexing number. So SUB of, so it should be given as print of, in square brackets we have to provide the substance. SUB of 0, which means that the first character I'm being referenced, which means that C. The same way, if I refer with any other index, right? Suppose it is 6, right? It gives the value of C, that is, it starts from 0, so C is 0, O is 1, M is 2, P is 3, U is 4, T is 5, and E is 6. So based on the subscript value, the character is being returned. Suppose if I want to use the negative index of -2. Here I'm getting the same value because either in a forward indexing or in a backward indexing I can refer the character. In forward indexing my subscript number is 6. In backward indexing my subscript number is -2. That's why it returns the same value. Now we'll check with some other negative number. -5. Right? Now it is written with P, which means that R is -5, E is -2, T is -3, U is -4, P is -5. Right? So suppose if I'm referencing that, before that, let us find out the length of the string. So print of len of SUB, because if out of range, if I have given a distance, I'll get a index number. For that, I can know the length of the string also by using the function length of sub, which is nothing but compute of how many characters or operators in the string. That length will be returned by a print statement. Right? That is the length will be returned the length of the string. Now, suppose if I try to get the character which is out of range. So totally I have 8 characters. Suppose if I give 12, which means that here I am getting the index error, string out of range. So the accessing of each and every individual character can be given within that particular range of values. Other than that, it returns with a error statement as index error. Now, I want to change instead of say I want to change it as some other value, right? So SUB of 0 equal to, instead of capital C, I want to give it as small c, right? I have to chosen brackets, right? Here I'm getting the type error. Type error, str object does not support item assignment, which means that in the strings or immutable types, that is, you cannot change any values in the strings. Now, in the next session, we are going to discuss what is immutable type and what is mutable type, right? Which means that it cannot be changed. Now, we'll be discussing about the other data types called as list and tuples. List can be changed and modified. Tuples cannot be changed. That's why we call the list as mutable and tuples as immutable. Now we'll see how to define a list and a tuple. Suppose A equal to, list should be given as square parenthesis. It can be any type. It may be or contains a numeric value, or it may contain the characters, or it may contain a string. Any value can be provided as the string. So, Neha, comma, 102, comma, 79.5. So, three different values we have provided in her list. If I try to print the value of A, it returns the value of the list. Now I try to, even the list accessing should be done based on the index number. So now I want to change the value of name, right? A of 0 equal to, I try to change the value as Neha, right? Instead of Neha, I want to change it as Neha, right? So let us check whether it changes the value in the string. Yes. Now print of A, right? So Neha value we have changed it as Neha. That's why lists are mutable types. Now we'll discuss about tuples. Same way tuples, we create a tuple p equal to, and tuple should be given as opening and closing parameters 1, 3, 4. Right? Now, if I try to put the value of A in this case, it returns the value of A, but in a listed form. Sorry, children. Print of B, right? Right? So B is a tuple. It prints the value of 1, 2, 3, 4 in the form of your tuples. Now, if I want to try to change the value of some other subscript, let us take B of 2. If I try to change in the sense as 5, right? So what happens here? Again, I'm getting an error that it does not support item references, which means that tuples are immutable. It cannot be changeable. Now we'll see what is the sets. The next data type. Sets are similar to lists. Sets are created by specifying comma separated values enclosed in a curly bracket. Set elements are unordered and unindexed, unlike a list. It means that in a list, all the items are indexed. We are referencing based on the index only. We are referencing the elements in the list. Sets do not allow duplicate entries like list. Sets cannot contain a mutable elements. Now we have a sample example. My set equal to, and it should be given as opening closing parenthesis 1, 2, 3, 4. Right? If print of my set, so the value is being written based on the my set value. Right? So this is how it returns the value of your set elements. We'll discuss the set data process in detail. Same way, if I want to know the type of the variable, right? So type of my set will be class set, which means that we have created a data type of, that is the object is of type set. Now we'll discuss about the next data type is dictionary. A dictionary is an unordered set of comma separated key value part with the curly parenthesis. With the requirement that within a dictionary, no two keys can be same because the values are being referenced to a key element. It is not based on the index number. That's why we say that no two key values should be the same. Now we'll see some examples. Vowels equal to vowel. A here is considered as a key, is a value, comma, two, three, three, four, five. Right? Here, vowels in vowels we are going to refer based on the key elements. Key acts like an index. So vowels of A, right? Gives the value of A in the form of a string or a character. It should be given in single quotes. Sorry, vowels of A, right? So it gives the value 1. The same way, any key value can be taken based on the key element. You can refer your value. Right? It is 4. This is how vowels are described. So we have seen all the different data types, right? So what are the 4 data types in your pie chart? Numbers. Under your numbers, we have integer and Boolean, floating point number, and complex. We have seen sets. Under your sequence, we have strings, tuples, and lists. Under your mapping, we have seen dictionaries. Thank you, children. To receive our online lessons, please press the subscribe button and you will receive the latest